Hello, everyone. My name is Florentino Bedoya, and I'll be presenting my presentation on storage devices. File system structure similarities and differences between Windows and Linux operating systems. Similarities: files and directories are arranged in a tree-like layout in Windows, and Linux's hierarchical file system. Both operating systems recognize the idea of folders and files, and both operating systems support hidden files and directories. Differences: Windows use disk letters to distinguish between various hard drives and partitions, while Linux, on the other hand, does not use drive letters. The operating system relies on a single root directory that houses all of its files and folders. Windows by default uses NTFS file system, while Linux is compatible with ext4, XFS, and BTRFS, among other filing systems, which makes it a lot more diverse. Compared to Linux, Windows permissions system is more detailed. You can manage and use an access file or directory and what activities you take on using a Windows permissions. The similar Linux permissions govern who can read, write, and execute a file or directory. Why would I prefer Linux versus Windows? Since Linux is an open source, it is available for free usage and distribution. Windows is less secure than Linux. This is due to Linux source code's openness, making it easier to find and swiftly resolve security flaws. Linux has greater scalability than Windows. This translates more into a more effective ability to manage enormous data sets and challenges workloads. Windows cannot be customized as much as Linux. There's vast amounts of available resources to be able to customize Linux. The main drawback that I would say that would deter me the most would be the learning curve for the individual organization. Not everybody has used Linux before, but Windows is extremely popular, whether it be in school, work environments, or whichever. So it's hard to be able to say that I would choose either or, but Linux does have an advantage in a more specialized field and more specialized office. Storage solutions in an enterprise network. It would be network attached storage and storage area network, SAN and NAS. Now, NAS feature would be easy to manage and deploy. Benefits: scalable and affordable. Drawbacks: would not be as performant as other storage solutions. Storage area network, SAN, high performance scalability, can be complex and expensive to manage and deploy. Ethical considerations. First and foremost would be data privacy and security. For many organizations and many individuals now, data privacy and security is vital. I mean, you could easily go from having most of your data and people knowing exactly what you do and where you live to just completely exploiting it and stealing thousands and thousands of dollars. Data retention is as important as privacy and security. The main issue with it would be, how is it disposed? Is it disposed properly, or hard drives being actually completely destroyed, burned? Are they being recycled? It's definitely a consideration. And the environmental impact, of course, the organizations try to have the least amount of carbon footprint, and these organizations with storage would be no less. You utilize a lot of heat, you lose a lot of electricity. How is this being managed? Are they utilizing the majority of the power grid from a sustainable source? So it's a lot to take into. Now, the Bible teaches us to be stewards of God's creation. This includes resources we use, such as storage devices. As Christians, we are responsible for using these resources wisely and ethically. The first thing that comes to mind when thinking this is justice. Is everybody's information being treated fairly and justly? Are we going back into the data retention, data privacy, and security part that I just talked about? Stewardships. We're responsible for using resources. So now, any questions? feel free to email me or call me. I will add my contact information at the end. Thank you.